The completely new facelifted and redesigned 2025 A5 is here, and we have it in Mythos black paint with the premium plus package, 19-inch wheel package. This is the new A5, and we need to talk about it here at Audi Lakeland in Florida and tell you everything you need to know about this redesigned model. Let's check this thing out and see what it's all about. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video where we have an exciting one today. The all-new A5 Quattro is here, completely redesigned for the 2025 model year. This is our first one here on the channel. Just arrived here at Audi Lakeland in Florida, and we have it in Mythos black paint. Now, we're gonna go over this because we do have the Premium Plus package, 19-inch wheel package, the warm weather package, and we need to go over everything that's new for the 2025 model year. It's a big change. So with no further ado, let's check this thing out and see what it's all about. Now, big shout out to Audi Lakeland for letting me take a spin around this A5 Quattro. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model that they have here in their lot, make sure you guys check the link in the description below for their website link. Their phone number's there as well. Give them a call and get one of these beautiful cars off of this lot and into your driveway today. Now, let's talk about the new power plant and what's underneath the hood, the beating heart of the new 2025 A5. Because here in the United States, it launches with a single powertrain comprised of a turbocharged 268 horsepower 2-liter 4-cylinder engine assisted by a 48-volt hybrid system. Now, with that said, you do have some suspension tweaks like stiffer suspension and steering mounts that are adaptive dampers with torque vectoring rear differential, and a sport suspension will be available. Now, Audi says there's also a new shifter, and there are no data configurations or numbers when it comes to the 0 to 60 time or the top speed. But we know from the previous A5 that we did a 0 to 60 time in around 6.8 seconds with a top speed of around 130 horsepower. But that was with a lower power output. So we could get mild faster times when it comes to the 2025 A5. But we should probably hear how it sounds when it comes to the exhaust note for the 2025 model year. Now, when we mention dimensions for the new A5, we're looking at a wheelbase of 113.8 inches, a length at 190.1 inches, a width at 73.2 inches, and a height at 57 inches, even with a total curb weight of 4,090 pounds. So what's new for the 2025 A5? Practically everything. I mean, a completely new redesign with a slightly larger profile, more powerful 4-turbo engine with a stiffer chassis and new tech and infotainment inside. You guys are going to see all of that here today in this particular model, and we need to talk about this overall design itself. Now, let's talk about the front fascia first and this Mythos black paint, which you guys know and love, and the Florida sun is going to do me some service by showing it off. Now, with the new moniker up front, well, the package we have today is the Premium Plus package that really highlights this A5. But it's not going to do much to up front besides two things. And I say two things, but it's really one thing when it comes to the option itself. And that's the headlamps. We do have a new setup when it comes to the LED headlamps. Looking awesome. We'll go to both sides so you guys can see them. But for the Premium Plus package, what we have are the LED headlights plus the digital DRL. So you guys will see these illuminated very shortly, but these headlamps are mimicking what you see on the e-tron model vehicles, a more curvaceous design, more technological, and more functionality. Now, you guys will also see that we have the nice dark gray trim when it comes to the grille pattern here. We do have the Audi rings protruding, the 3D effect with the white rings, and we have the fork set up in the middle with the integrated sensors. Now, down below, we have our radar with the honeycomb functional grille. And then when it comes to the side blades, it's also a functional dark gray setup like the front fascia here on this grille. All right. Then with that Mythos black, we get the sportier front lip, and you put it all together with the nice indentions in the hood and giving it a nice flare there. The aggressive lines mixed with the curvaceous lines is an overall great look when it comes to the new A5. Now, when it comes to the side profile, well, we have one thing that's definitely going to stand out, you guys will notice, and it's the 19-inch wheels. We actually added it as a package here, so you guys will see the bicolor finish and the Audi rings, and it's got some good rubber with the Bridgestone setup here as well. And with this setup, you guys are definitely going to love the way that this performs. Now, you will also see that we have Mythos black paint when it comes to the door handles, which are actually the electronic door handles, so they're not the actual mechanical ones. You have the buttons underneath. You'll also see the Mythos black when it comes to the mirror cap with the integrated turn signal, we'll see, and then the aluminum trim around the window moldings with the gloss black B-pillar, letting you know we have the Audi and A5 TFSI Quattro. Standard all-wheel drive, right? C-pillar done in black as well. And then we have a new sunroof here. We're going to talk about once we get inside, because you guys are going to love it, with the black shark fin antenna. I mean, come on. This is a great look and overall profile when it comes to the side of the A5 Quattro. So here we are in the rear of the new A5. The design signature, it goes over the same way as up front with the flowy and curvy lines. Now you guys will see with these body lines, the nice Audi rings done in white with the black surround, and then this tail lamp bar that wraps around the side profile of the rear, giving me very e-tron GT vibes when it comes to this protruding 3D tail lamp bar you guys will see. I love this. We will see this illuminated very shortly. Now you guys will also see that the Quattro badging, like you know, we have standard all-wheel drive and the A5 badge here done in black. Now when it comes to the insert here done in gray, it's not just a regular insert. It's a diamond pattern insert with the hexagonal cover here as well and the integrated sensors. You guys can kind of see it right there. Look at that, with how the light shines and reflects on it. It's not normal, all right? Now with that said, you have the reflector here as well with the nice light aluminum trim with the insert going in between the nice dark gray rear diffuser to match that diamond pattern insert. And of course, we have, well, the exhaust tips, horizontal done, dual exhaust tips. I mean, this whole setup looks so much better with real exhaust tips, and you guys already know what it sounds like. Now you guys can see that this all takes shape so well when it comes to the rear profile of the new A5. Now let's talk about cargo space when it comes to the rear of the new A5, because if we fold down those 40-20-40 split seats, we're looking at 36.6 cubic feet of space. Now, as you guys can see, we do have the privacy shade here that is easily removable, as you guys will see. And then you guys will see we also have the cargo mat here to help protect the carpet. And then these are our mats for inside of the car. You'll see the LED light on both sides here. For interior lighting, you will also see that we do have extra storage space right here with the cargo net. On this side, we have the 12-volt when it comes to that plug-in. Now, underneath, of course, we always have that false floor. So we'll lift up, press the button, and you guys will see that we have our tools to get us back on the road as safely as possible when it comes to the new A5. And of course, we do have a close and lock button here as well when it comes to the overall boot space. So what do you guys think when it comes to cargo on a 2025 Q5? And when it comes to fuel economy for the new A5, we're looking at 26, 22, 31. That means 26 combined city and highway, 22 for the city, 31 for the highway, and premium fuel goes inside of this new A5. Now I have to show off the illumination of the new A5 Quattro, and as you guys can see, the beautiful switchback between the DRLs, and as you guys can see, we have the turn indicators integrated in, high beams and low beams, looking brilliant, of course, when it comes to Audi flavor. And then in the mirror cap, we do have the turn indicator done in amber there, and then check out the new LED light bar, looking so cool with the sequential turn indicators as always, the Audi rings right underneath. I mean, that looks so cool when it comes to illumination on the new A5. Now I had to hop right inside of the redesigned A5 interior. We're gonna power it up in just a second, but this is completely new for the 2025 model year. And keep in mind, we have the Premium Plus package that add things like our dynamic interaction light, head-up display, things like our LED interior lighting pro package, the panoramic glass roof here that we'll talk about with the variable light control, Park Assist Plus, top view camera system. We have things like the USB power delivery, adaptive cruise assist. I mean, automatically we get natural wood inlays, head-up display, our big screens here. There's so much to go over. Now, first things first, we should probably talk about this door paneling, all right? Because it's gonna give us a lot of looks of what our interior is gonna be like when it comes to the overall moniker. So, first things first, Look at the Bang & Olufsen sound system with this integrated right here into the door handle, a nice flowing line, and once you close the door, you will see it flow right into the HVAC vent as well. Great design. Upper is done in the soft touches with the stitching. We have the natural wood inlays right there when it comes to the great look, and then the door cars here, soft touch, armrest, soft touch, and stitching there as well. With our trunk release, speaker grill right there as well, aluminum side sill with the nice LED interior lighting pro package, so we have ambient lighting there. We do have seat adjustments here, all right, and then our normal pedals down there in rubber. Now, you guys notice I kind of skipped over something. We do have the new LCD panel when it comes to our touch sensitive controls, like you've seen on newer like Audi e-tron models, the SQ6, all those things. This is new when it comes to this whole setup for the A5, but we've seen this before when it comes to our backlit buttons for our lock controls, our low beam controls, our mirror controls with our seat memory and child locks. So you guys will see that all there as well. So now let's start it up with the engine start stop button here, hybrid assist, remember? And we might get the radio, so we'll mute that in just a moment. If so, you guys can see all the screens illuminate, and we are to live. All right, so no radio. All right, that works out. So here we are, front and center. We have our beautiful steering wheel. Now, actually, let me talk about the seats, because I'm sitting in this beautiful seat with extra thigh support. Perforated leather means heated and ventilated. And you guys will see this has stitching, and the overall moniker is a sport seat when it comes to the bolstering. Now, you guys will also see, back to the steering wheel, we have the design you guys have seen again in other models of new Audis, from e-tron models and the Q6s and everything like that as well. So you do have this whole kind of horizontal design when it comes to the whole setup. Backlit buttons, we'll talk about the Audi rings right here with the aluminum touch when it comes to everything here, and the styling and design, the stitching as well. And then we do have paddle shifters behind us, all right, mounted to the steering wheel, so you always know where they are. You also have our lane keep assist, high beam controls, and we also have our windshield washer controls with our cruise control here, and we do have a telescopic steering wheel. Now, if I go into here, you guys will see there's a button here to move it down, power adjust, telescope. All right, move forward, we can tilt it, however you guys want to do it, you can set it to where you want to. Now, I'm going to press auto on the AC on the screen. It might get a little windy for a second. I do have the ventilated seats, all right, part of the wonderful package that you get here. It's just, oh my gosh, that feels good. Now, we probably want to turn that down just a bit. So we're actually going to go to menu here, and you guys will see we'll continue as guest user. All right, so we'll go to decline there. All right, now let's go to menu. All right, and my climate control, I can turn down the fan speed right there. All right, so just to show you guys how that works right off the bat. Now, here we are. The steering wheel will show us on the left-hand side our viewables when it comes to our beautiful infotainment screen, or sorry, instrument cluster, because we have everything when it comes to our fuel, when it comes to the time, when it comes to our driver assistant, when it comes to everything, the speed and what gear we're in. It's all here, and it is set up in a very nice flavor. But you can press view, all right, you can change different information that's there. You can change, you know, how you really kind of see it depending on what you're going to be using here, and going between left and right sides. So it's easy to use at the press of your fingertips. On this side here, you guys will see we have the heated steering wheel controls, radio controls, as you guys saw, where you guys can mute here, and you guys can also see the radio controls with the hands-free controls all integrated in. Now, with that said, I told you once we close the door, you guys will see that this really seamlessly flows right to the HVAC vent, the ambient lighting here as well. The dash up top is done in a soft touch as well with the stitching, all right, and then the soft touches when it comes to the overall setup here with extra storage here, good for insurance, registration, everything like that. Coming over to the side here, well, the Prestige package will give us our passenger display, like you guys saw in the SQ6 when I did a video on that, where you guys can do like YouTube, you can do navigation, you can do HVAC controls, all that stuff will be on that Prestige package, because that will give you that full display. So that's what that is right there. But it doubles as a trim piece and kind of overall styling language when it comes to this overall setup. Soft touches when it comes to the dash itself. Glove box here, pretty big right here. And then you guys will see our HVAC vents here, with underneath having our USB-C plugins, 12 volt right there, with the wireless charging pad right there. Now, we did see the engine start-stop button in its floating center console with the natural wood inlays, soft touches and stitching with this whole center console, and gloss black when it comes to the rest. We do have our drive select, because we can do our drive mode selector between balance, dynamic, and comfort. We have start stop there. We can turn start stop off, and we have our hazard buttons with our traction off button. Radio controls here for physical controls, and right here you guys will see where we can go into gear between drive, neutral, and reverse. And you guys can see we have that 360 camera, so we have the backup camera, the sensors, and everything there, so you guys can see all the surroundings when you are moving. Now press P for park there. We do also have driver assistance there, so you guys can see all of our driver assistance menus pop up there. All right, you will also see we press that, and that will bring up our backup camera without putting it in reverse, so we can kind of pull in or move out depending how we want to do it before we even put it in reverse. All right, so with that said, we did see the cup holders. The key fob here is done with a typical Audi look. All right, so you have your unlock, lock, trunk release, Audi ring, and then on the back, panic button with the aluminum physical key button, just in case the battery dies, you can pull the physical key out as well. Armrest here, floating armrest. And then we have another kind of storage setup there with an LED light, so you can actually see what's underneath there. All right, and then you guys will see we also have something that's really cool. The chromatic glass roof goes between transpac and apparent. All right, check this out. Look at that. Now I do have to talk about this glass roof, and I can't just slightly go over it. First off, it looks beautiful, seamless design, flowing from one side to the next, front to back. But this goes between opaque and transparent at the touch of a button. It is a opaque. Now I can't just go over this panoramic roof without showing off its party trick. It goes between transparent and opaque with the press of a button because this chromatic glass roof. Look at this technology. So you guys can see normally up here, we got our SOS button, our rear, dome light, floodlights, settings, everything like that. All right. If I were to press this to close what is considered open on the sunshade, check that out. The light control when it comes to the panoramic roof, the chromatic glass, that is awesome. All right. So, I mean, it may be gimmicky, but look, I did one little touch and it covers just a little bit. Another little touch covers just a little bit. I can do it section at a time depending on if I want to shade the rear seats and keep the front open, or if I want to go all the way up top, or maybe scale back a little bit, I can do that as well. I mean, it is just cool how this whole thing sets up, and I'm just a kid when it comes to this setup. I mean, come on, look at that. That is awesome. That is so cool. All right, we do have the nice digital rearview mirror here as well with the HomeLink controls there, and then we do have the visor here, mirror and light. Let us talk about the overall touchscreen here. The infotainment, newer on Audi models, completely new for this A5, as you guys will see. We have something beautiful here when it comes to our whole design. Widgets set up here. We have hot controls when it comes to our HVAC right here on this bar, you know, between our heated and cooled seats. We can do everything there, dual zone. We have our profile controls here as well. And then we have our regular screen controls here, which obviously slide at the press or slide of a button because it's just that intuitive. I mean, it's one of those things to where you guys are going to love this because it has so many different things you can do with it. And again, with the widgets here, I can do my navigation, phone, I can do vehicle here, I can do my store, I can do settings, all of it, which is just the press of the buttons here. It is easy to use. Again, very intuitive design. But when you put all of this together, what do you guys feel about the overall interior and redesign of the new A5? Did they do a good job integrating what we've seen on newer Audi models into this overall setup? And what do you guys think about the chromatic glass roof? That is my favorite part. So now inside the rear of the new A5, 36.1 inches of space. Same black interior, beautiful perforation, the gray stitching all throughout, looking just as gorgeous in the rear. Now let's hop back here. Let's talk about that 36.1 inches because we have plenty of space behind the sport seats here with the indentations on the back plate of the backrest there. You will also see extra storage when it comes to the cargo net, same on the passenger side. You will also see we do have USB-C plugins right here at the top. We have our HVAC vents there and our LCD screen for our HVAC right there as well. Now, when we go to the armrest, you guys will see that with the integrated cup holders. Look up top, that chromatic glass roof, all right, as we know up front. We can do from opaque to transparent, and look at the new door paneling. As you guys will see, it is very smart. I mean, I love the way that they did this. First off, part of the warm weather package, we do have that privacy shade there as well. All right, now integrated into the bezel of the door handle is the Bang & Olufsen sound system. I love the way that they did this because it looks very natural. You also have the nice soft touches up top on the uppers with the stitching. You have the integrated door cards right into the armrest here with the soft touches and the stitching there as well. And then you do have a nice diamond pattern design when it comes to our bezel there, and another speaker there when it comes to our Bang & Olufsen sound system. This is a nice spot inside of the A5. I'm loving this. Now let's break down the sticker of the all-new 2025 A5 Quattro, because we start life at $49,700. Now, after our additional options and our $12.95 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $57,575. How do we get there? Well, our Mythos Black Metallic Paint is $595. Our black interior is included, $399. Now, our Premium Plus package is $3,600. It gives us adaptive cruise control, animation for the tail lamps, Bang & Olufsen sound system with a 3D sound, dynamic interaction light, head-up display, heated steering wheel with hands-on detection, LED headlights plus with the digital DRL, the LED interior lighting pro package, panoramic glass roof with the variable light control, park assist, top view camera system, and the USB power delivery. Now, a warm weather package at $950 will give us a manual rear side window sunshades and the ventilated sport seats. Now, we also have the 19-inch wheel package with the 19-inch 5-arm Aero design wheels with the bicolor finish, and we also have that at $800. Now, that Audi guard protection kit, that's $340 with the Audi beam rings at $295. You know, you guys can kind of see that there. Now, with that said, everything else that comes standard right here when it comes to technical, comfort and technology, and safety and convenience is all here. Make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, do whatever you need to do to see all these standard options on the new A5 with that warranty of 4 years, 50,000 miles, whichever comes first. But with that said, what do you guys think about the new A5 for the 2025 model year? So at $57,575, what are you guys feeling about the redesigned A5 for the 2025 model year and the spec that we have behind us here today? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, but also make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for Audi Lakeland's website link. You guys can see their phone number there as well. Give them a call and get one of these beautiful cars off of this lot and out there on the road today. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.